Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, come on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, if y'all only knew. I think I'll tell it to you. This morning, man, started off real crazy. But it's just those little mishaps where we as people who are striving to be successful, that makes all the difference in the world. When you have those little minor things that come up, you can't let the minor things stop you. You've got to keep pressing forward. Now, could I have played the role of where is my car? Where is my car? Oh, where is my car? Instead of hustling and grab a cab. So what am I? Am I above a cab ride now? Or do I have to look at the bigger picture and say, okay, I could act like a little spoiled brat, some type of star, and go, I don't ride in cabs, or where's my car, and then go to blaming people for not having a car? Or do I make the adjustments? Cause ain't like I ain't been in a cab before now. Slow down. Ain't like I ain't never been in a beat up car before. Slow down. Ain't ever like I ain't never had a car and rode a bus before. Slow down. Ain't like I ain't never been homeless before and ain't have nowhere to go. Slow down. So in those moments right there, always remember where you come from. But even more importantly, always remember where you're trying to go. Because it's important for me that I get here as many mornings as I possibly can. It's important because that's the goal. And so many people allow minor things to stop them on their road to success. And I'm giving you this example today, not to say, hey, look at me, but to say to you, hey, listen to me. There are going to be a lot of things that's going to happen along your way to being successful. And if you allow the small things to stop you, there's no way you'll make it. You've got to always press forward and stop looking at the situation for what it is. And look, sometimes you have to take your eye off of right now and put your eye on the future. You know, God has blessed me in so many ways. I mean, what can I say? You know, I asked God for this syndicated show. He gives me a syndicated show. Now I act like I don't want to come to it. Hold on, man. Slow down. Did not you ask for this? Do I not realize that there are certain people, man, who look forward to this message in the morning? I've heard it from people. So from the hundreds that I've heard it for, that could represent thousands for all I know. So if I think somebody's counting on me, I got to try to get there and give something. So today I didn't have any time at all to think about what I might say. I just walked right in and the jingle was playing. And so I decided to just tell you about my day, and maybe you can relate it to something you going through along the way, because no matter who you are, you're going to have some moments, man, where things are going to happen. And like I always tell my kids, and I just had this conversation with my little girl, it ain't that things ain't going to happen. It's how you handle what happens that matters. But it don't matter. It's how you handle what happens that's the determining factor on where you get in life and how soon you get there and how long you stay there. There will always be a mishap, something that's going to throw you off. There will always be something, man, that could deter you. There will be something somewhere, man, that will make you doubt it. Now that you know that's going to happen, then let's talk about how you handle what happens, because it's going to happen. So now what do you do as a person when these moments come about in your life? How do you handle them? Oh, woe is me. Oh, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Well, if the Lord wanted me to have this, I'd have that. Do you know how many times you hear people say that? You know, man, it really irks me, man. Stop using God as your excuse. God ain't no excuse. God is a reason. He's a reason why the good happens. He's a reason. He's not an excuse. God don't have no excuses in none of his scriptures or writings. Not that I've read. He just don't make excuses. I would have done this, but, you know, there's a scripture that says the poor shall always be amongst us. Why, that's got to be you. Yeah, he said the poor will always be amongst us because he know everybody ain't going to follow the principles of success. But he also said he came to give you life and give it to you more abundantly. He said that too. But, oh, no, you don't want to hear that because your life kind of tripping out a little bit. So now what you do with it? Now you twist it and you go to that one little scripture that say, well, the poor shall always be amongst us. Well, that's put in there because that's a just in case. See, that's a just in case y'all don't want to follow the scriptures. That's just in case you don't understand that faith without works is dead. That's just in case you have not because you ask not. It's just in case you don't believe and shall not doubt. He got all that in there. But in case you don't want to do that, there is a scripture that tells you what'll happen if you don't do it. And here it is. The poor shall always be amongst us. But then you get that when they say, well, I guess that's the Lord's will. Lord's will. Really? Really? That's amazing. I just don't believe that about him. I don't believe that God created your life to be a life of misery. I think that we make decisions along the way that cause us to have lives of misery. But I really just don't believe that God created you for that. I've heard Nelson Mandela speak. And, you know, you gotta go, wow, all those years in prison, man. What was it about? When you hear him speak, you understand what it was about. He said he always knew he would be free one day. Now, what he said he never knew was, he said he never knew that he would be the president of that country. Oh, my goodness. What a long way around. But he could have sat there and got involved in prison activities that wasn't up to par and things like that. And they said whenever young inmates used to come in, he was telling a story one time of how young inmates used to come into the prison. They'd all sit around and talk to him about what they were doing and how many kids they had in their lives. And it helped them keep track of their outside a little bit. And it kept a sense of time for them. And it reminded them to talk about what they left behind. And it kept them going because something was greater on the other side. Had he allowed that to stop him, had he allowed the imprisonment, which is a pretty major deal, oh, by the way, then guess what? He would have never been the Nelson Mandela that we know today, a martyr, a leader, a great force. People want to go around him. Even people that imprisoned him could not understand his staunch strength, his faith, his unwavering commitment. They couldn't understand it. So things are going to happen in your life, but it's how you handle what happens that matter. So keep pushing, y'all. Don't let the little things get in the way, okay? And if sometimes you just don't know. I got in the cab thinking I wasn't going to make it, but at least let's go see. Let's try. I made it. Now, guess what? That gives me another piece of information that I have. And I had to see it again today. Guess what? I said today, man, sometimes when it look like you ain't gonna make it, just go head on anywhere. Now, I could still be back there at the hotel talking about where my car. But I got up in here, I made it. So now, what y'all gonna do with it? Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show back at you live again, full of gratitude, full of favor, still here. I want to have a share honest thing with you. The other day, I was a little bit myself. I was, let me say, mentally under the weather. Cause a couple of things I was working on just hadn't panned out the way I wanted. And it was just, but for lack of other words, I was a little bit down. And so I sat down with God and I said, God, just help me. Cause man, I just feel I'm disconnected right now. I feel like I'm just wandering right now, man. I can't seem to get this thing right. I can't get this closed like I want to. And then just something, man. You remember how you tell all y'all, I said, whenever you feel down, just start being grateful. Well, he whispered to me, he said, I know what's going wrong, but can you tell me what you got going right? And I started being grateful, and I'll be doggone. It turned around for me. It really did. It turned around for me because I realized all of a sudden, man, wow, even if what I'm chasing don't happen, what I've captured is good enough. And in the words of Earth, Wind, and Fire, you can't lose what you never had. You just can't, man.
Love it. Come on, EWF. Come on, EWF.
Bro, I'm just sitting up here going, you can't lose what you never had. If I never even get that deal, ain't I done made it 68 years without it? Boy, come on, man. So sometimes, just as a suggestion, folks, if you're out there and you're starting to feel a little cloudy with your day and you're starting to feel a little down like it ain't going right, just make a list of everything that has gone right. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. I learned that at my mama's funeral. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend that is Nephew Tommy Jr.
Yeah, stay right there, because I feel like that too sometimes, man. A lot of us do. Because we get caught up in what's not going right, and we stay on the negative so long. Like, when do we start doing it? Like, right then? Because we'll focus on the negative so long that we forget to be grateful.
Well, I'll admit, we're human, and sometimes you get caught up in the focusing on the negative. We're humans. So, and sometimes the negative appears to be big, and you just keep dwelling on it. Well, the more you dwell on a negative subject, the more negative it becomes. You can't fix a negative situation with more negativity. You must interject light. I don't care if you're in a pitch black cave. If you strike a match, that match becomes the most telling thing in the cave. You have got to introduce light into your darkness. Just a little bit of light in a pitch black cave becomes the thing. It's the focal point. So it's just critical, man, that you do this. It's hard to do, I'll admit.
I gotta remember that.
All right.
I ain't been in no cave, though. I'm supposed to take matches in the cave.
See right there.
Okay. All right. And so it begins, the show and the stupidity. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we will hear from the man himself, Nephew Tommy, right after
cave,
this as he runs that prank.
Matches. I ain't got no light in here. What is I finna do?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Did you know you can now buy a Hyundai on Amazon? The same place where you order yoga mats, a toothbrush, and pretty much everything else. All from the comfort of your home. Just locate a nearby dealer, pick your color, your options, check the price, and with a few dotting of some I's and crossing some T's, voila. Your Hyundai is ready for pickup.
It's that easy. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for more details. Limited availability. Pickup through participating Hyundai dealers in select markets.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
This right here, Shirley, this title probably is one of the greatest titles of all of black history, if you really want to think about it. And the title is, Don't Let These White Folk Help You Get Your Ass Whooped. Don't let This is probably one of the greatest titles of all of Black history. I put it up there in the top 3. This got to be right up there with the top 3. Don't let these white folks help you get your ass whooped.
I like it. Right after MLK Day. Come on.
Do it. Don't do it.
I don't know nobody on this show ain't ever said it. Who ain't never said this line?
Boy.
All right, cat dog, if you would, let's go. Don't let these white folks help you get your ass whooped.
Hello?
Hey, I'm trying to reach Terrell.
Yeah, it's Terrell. Who this?
Hey, Terrell, this is Drake. Hey, you work the day shift, right?
Yeah, I work at the day shift. I'm actually at work right now. What's going on? You need
All right,
something?
I'm on the night shift with Deshaun and Jamal. I'm on the night shift with them.
I don't know them, but is it something I can help you with, man? I'm at work, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, we got a problem. So listen, us on the night shift, we hearing that you supposed to be telling everybody that we ain't doing something right. Listen, when we get a load in at the dock, we check that load in, we file it like we supposed to file it, and then we take the forklift and put everything where it's supposed to be. That's what we do.
What they got to do with me, brother? I'm at work
because
right now.
they saying that you saying that we ain't doing our job right on the night shift.
Who is they? You got the wrong person, brother. Who is they? For one, don't tell me what they said. Who said?
You Terrell, right?
Yeah, it's Terrell, but who is they? And I ain't say nothing like that. You got the wrong person,
but let me go clear it up like this here though. Don't let them white folks help you get your whooped. Here?
Yeah, my well, who gonna whoop my brother?
Dog, I'm telling you right now, if we get one more complaint about they talking about the night shift ain't doing something right, I'm gonna tell you right now, we coming up there to the day shift, and you gonna get your ass whooped. You gonna let them white folks help you get your ass whooped,
What are
man.
you talking about, brother? For one, I ain't making any complaints. If you bring your black on down here, then you talking about whooping somebody. Come on down here. I'll put this forklift up your.
Hey, bro, you can do all this woofing you doing right now. You can do all this woofing. What I'm letting you know is one more complaint go down about somebody saying something about the night shift. I'm coming up there personally.
Bring your down here then, man. I ain't trying to hear all this bullshit. I'm at work right now. You called me with this bullshit. I don't even know who you are. Talking about the night shift. Matter of fact, don't come down during the day shift. I'll wait for your to come to the night shift.
Well, you can do what you want to do.
I'll work a double and whip your and work that double.
Whatever you got to do. It don't matter to me, Terrell. It don't matter to me. All I'm saying is, you up there.
If you send a fraud, you leave. Don't call me with this bullshit.
Why you running your mouth? Why you running your mouth, folks? Why are you running your mouth to them white folks talking about we ain't doing our job on the night shift?
Nobody nothing. You better call somebody else and call me with this bullshit now.
So what? Why your voice getting high? Cause you're lying.
Wait, thinking, what the you talking about? Who called me with this? Hey,
man.
You working tonight?
Hey,
you working tonight?
Okay, I'm working tonight. I'm working tonight. You forget
tonight. I'm gonna stay over. I'm gonna work a double just to whoop your ass.
Okay, well come get this double ass whooping then. Okay, come get this double ass whooping because we already done found out you the person running your mouth to them white folks talking about the night shift. Night shift ain't do. Night shift ain't put this way it was supposed to go. Night shift ain't checked this order in right. Night shift. You blaming everything.
Why don't you stop up and people will stop saying you messed up? Stop up and people won't complain on the day shift. It sounds
we
like
messing up on the night shift. That's what I'm telling you, boy.
It sounds like you up. They probably need to fire your.
Okay, cool.
Ignorant.
You know what? How long before you get off, man? How long before you get off? How long before you get off?
I'm working a double. I'm getting paid to whoop your ass tonight. Come on in, boy.
All right,
Come
cool.
on, boy.
Cool. Let's say no more. So how your wife Cynthia doing?
What? How you know my wife, man?
How's she doing?
How the do you know my wife?
I'm asking you a question,
You
Terrell.
really cruising for a bruising. You really cruising for a bruising. How the you know my wife, man? Huh?
You want?
How you know my wife, huh?
I'm finna tell you. You want to know how I know your wife?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how I know your wife?
Yeah. How you know my wife?
Terrell, this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Cynthia got me to prank phone call you.
What? See, hard morning show. What?
Terrell, slow down. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Cynthia.
Ooh, Nephew Tommy, you almost got your ass whoop, boy. God, I was star 69 in the out this call. I was coming to whoop that boy. God, you damn near got me fired. The whole factory looking at me right now. God, I might have to kick your just for this if I get fired. Hey, this was Nephew Tommy. Yeah, for the Steve Harvey show. God, yeah, Nephew Tommy talking to him right now.
Hey, Terrell, do me a favor, man. You got to tell me this, baby. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh, man, y'all got me.
And there you have it. All right? Everybody good with it?
Yes, sir.
Peace and Nate. I'll be back in another hour. Same ignorant, same stupid. Ain't nothing gonna change. February the 8th, the nephew will be in Memphis, Tennessee. That is February the 8th, Memphis, Tennessee Sound Stage. Graceland, baby. Graceland. Yeah. Tell them the nephew come to town. That's Nephew Tommy and Friends. It's the house party comedy jam. All that stuff. It's stupid, it's ignorant, it's crazy, and it's damn show funny. If you want to come out and get your laugh on, it's happening February the 8th in Memphis. Ain't no comedy club there no more. Come on out to Graceland now.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, the club gone. They ran for a minute though. Black on. I loved it to death, David. Chuckles ran for a minute.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. Graceland it is now.
Graceland it is. Gonna get over there where Elvis says we gonna do what we got to do, Shirley.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next. It is Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building.
Did you know you can now buy a Hyundai on Amazon? The same place where you order yoga mats, a toothbrush, and pretty much everything else. All from the comfort of your home. Just locate a nearby dealer, pick your color, your options, check the price, and with a few dotting of some I's and crossing some T's, voila. Your Hyundai is ready for pickup.
It's that easy. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for more details. Limited availability. Pickup through participating Hyundai dealers in select markets.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, T.I., guys. T.I. recently taped his very first stand-up comedy special in Atlanta. We'll talk about that. Boxers Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are now the best of friends, according to Paul. And Snoop Dogg receives even more backlash for posting a tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. That is all coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, is in the building. This is from Allison in Stanford. Allison writes, I took my boyfriend to meet my parents, and he hung out with my two brothers. They said he acts like he's better than them. My boyfriend said my brothers aren't on his level. I had to agree with him. Is it important that your family likes your mate?
No, not really.
It
helps. It helps, but it ain't a necessity. He act like he better than them, and your boyfriend say they ain't on his same level. They ain't. He know that, and they know that. He actually said he think he better than us. You know what that mean? Man, this dude better than us. He came over here and we couldn't live up. So yeah, that happens. Skip, you're not mad. He ain't mad at your brothers. He wants you. So
Okay. All right.
now you can mess around and let your family make you lose a good thing if you want to. Because you're going to have them same underachieving ass brothers whether you marry him or not. It's called family. Now you done let your man go because them two right there.
I wonder what they were talking about.
Man, I'm opening up a t-shirt company.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but what's on the t-shirts though? See, ain't nothing wrong with the t-shirt company. What's on the t-shirt?
What they saying. All right. Moving on to police.
All my t-shirts gonna have hell yeah on it.
That ain't gonna sell. That ain't gonna sell.
Man, what?
All right, moving on to Ronell in Cincinnati. Ronell says, I'm 33 years old and I'm getting divorced, but it bothers me to see that my wife has moved on. I go by the house every day to see if anyone's there with her, and I fumble this one big time. I want her back. Will this heartache and pain ever go away?
No.
Never?
In the words of Frankie Beverly, I know I bought it on myself. I know I owe no blame to no one else. And now I realize I can't get over you. I try to lose myself in song.
Verse 2.
But the ties are just too strong. What am I gonna do? I can't get over you.
It's over, buddy.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
It's
You'll be all right.
over.
You'll be all right.
Move on.
Yeah.
Riding
You messed
by
up
the
big time,
highs,
you want her
looking around the
back.
corner.
I tell you, and in the words of somebody's grandmama that I know, finest woman in the world is your ex on the arms of another man.
He gonna see that.
Yeah,
Keep
homie.
riding by there. He gonna see.
I ain't got nothing for you. Yeah, you could help yourself by not riding by there no more, though. Yeah. Got to quit
some of
swinging
this
by.
pain.
Yeah, you'll mess around, see a car up in that driveway with some rims on it. You know that ain't her girlfriend.
Not with those rims.
Yeah. Yeah, women don't do rims.
Not like that. All right. Moving on to Felicia in Birmingham. Felicia says, my husband went to a gala and I didn't go because we didn't have a babysitter. I assumed the gala ran late because he got home after 1 a.m. I found out that he went to a club afterwards. If it's nothing, why did he tell me about it a week later?
Why? Come on now. He told you about it a week later, and I can promise you that he accidentally let that out.
Since he held on for a week.
Yeah, I can promise you this came out inadvertently. You know, something came up. Yeah, we was at the club. Wait a minute. What? You was at the club after the gala? Cause there ain't no gala at 1 o'clock in the morning. Galas.
Nah. Even the after
Galas
party.
are- Yeah, galas is not really fun events.
No.
I've
It
never
was.
gone
We
to
went
one.
to yours, and you introduced us to Denzel. That was fun, right, Carla?
That's the one
That
you
was,
remember.
that wasn't fun, Shirley. That was memorable.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
We had a
Wasn't-
ball.
Did you not
So-
hear me say Denzel?
Denzel.
Yeah, well.
That was fun.
Yup.
Galas are not fun events for the most part unless you have two thirsty.
I knew he was going to say
Co-workers trying to meet Denzel.
Co-workers, cougars, you know.
We ain't older than Denzel.
cougars.
Yeah, but you old enough though, you know, you still a cougar though.
Well, it was fun. It was fun.
Okay, next one, Shirley.
So you ain't gonna help him?
Attitude.
Help who? No, dog, bro. He accidentally told you about this here. And why didn't he tell you? Because he knew not to tell you that night. What the what? He can't believe it came out a week later. If he didn't tell you that night and it came up a week later, it inadvertently came up in conversation somehow. He didn't intend to tell you, oh, by the way, you know, after the gala, you know, went to a club last night. Ain't no man did that.
He accidentally
No
did
man
it. You right. He kicked it
Accident-
though. Woo, he kicked it
He
hard.
kicked it hard.
He kicked it.
And this thing, and you ain't here either. Hell yeah, I got this suit on.
Yep. Gala.
Yeah.
Gala gear. He had his
Hell yeah. Oh, you look nice tonight. Thank you. You do too. Yeah.
All right, last one, Steve. Tyra in Portland writes, my 4-year-old daughter mimics the sound that her daddy and I make in the bedroom. It's hard to keep that man quiet, and I feel like we're horrible parents. He said it's normal, but I didn't grow up hearing my parents have sex. What should we do?
Well, show and tell gonna be interesting up at the school. Next PTA meeting you go to, y'all people gonna be like, all right now. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's my daddy. And then here go mama. Ooh, 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 ooh. And my daddy keep asking the question, who's this? Who's this? Who's
Okay,
this?
all
And then ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody. I be going, who else is in there? Who's this? That's my mama. That's my mama, daddy. Who's this? Who's this? My daddy, that's my mama. That's okay. I sure wish I could hear what that little girl is saying, though, man. That she 4 too.
Oh, my God.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we have some entertainment news.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea now.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, rapper turned stand-up comedian T.I. just taped his very first stand-up comedy special. He taped it this past weekend at Center Stage in Atlanta. The special is called, quote, An Evening of Comedy with comedian Tip Harris. And comedians from the Ha Ha Mafia Collective performed as well. T.I. said he plans to continue to blend his humor with his life experiences on fame and fatherhood. Information on how to watch the special wasn't given, but congratulations to T.I. He's seeming to stick with this.
That's good, man. Center Stage.
Yeah.
That used. If it's the same one, it used to be like 1,000-seater.
That's it.
Small.
That's
yeah.
one.
That's it.
And that was my first theater gig in Atlanta ever.
Oh,
Ever.
okay.
1,000-seater. So congratulations to Tip, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So how can you see it?
Well, it hasn't been given yet. That information isn't out
okay.
yet.
Okay. So he just
recorded it.
Yeah, he just did it.
Cool.
We'll keep everybody posted, of course. And moving on, needless to say that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul have no animosity toward each other after Paul carried Mike Tyson on his shoulders into Donald Trump's Starlight Ball Monday night as the crowd cheered them on. Paul posted the video on his IG with the caption, Best Friends, and the video has gone viral. Paul is a big Trump supporter and was spotted at the inauguration with another fan of Trump, Conor McGregor. But did we know that Tyson was also a supporter of Trump? Did anybody know that?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
Tom.
I tell you this, they look like best friends when they were fighting. That's what they looked like when they was in the damn ring.
Who, Tyson and Paul?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they gonna
They
be
look
best
like
friends.
best
You
friends.
give me
They
$30
look
million,
like no
I'm gonna be
animosity.
your best friend too.
Yeah, I'll be your friend,
You could beat me
buddy.
up. Yeah. And
You know what, man? I'm not really I don't really like who's a supporter of Trump. I don't even really care no more. I really don't. Now, Snoop got a little situation going on, but you know.
Oh, Snoop and Nelly just, woo.
Because they posted what Snoop had said before.
Yeah,
In 2017, yeah.
Yeah, that was
yeah. Well, people change.
so glad.
That was.
So glad it ain't me. Oh, I'm so glad.
My Lord.
So glad it ain't me.
Come on.
Yeah. Speaking of Snoop Dogg, he faced even more backlash after he posted a tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on Monday. People were already upset with Snoop for performing at Donald Trump's inauguration and wasted no time blasting him on social media. The commenters mostly noted that under normal circumstances, they would expect Snoop to honor the legacy of MLK Jr., but after he publicly supported Trump, he can't celebrate Dr. King's legacy.
Trump.
Trump. I'm sorry, Trump. He can't celebrate Dr. King's legacy.
Well, I mean, he can celebrate Dr. King's legacy, but I think the posting of the Martin Luther King thing was to try to soften the blow from the stuff.
The backlash.
That, you know, I don't know why he did it. I don't know the thought behind doing it. Not the
Doing
post.
what? The post? Oh, performing at the ball.
Yeah, performing.
Money.
I don't understand that because you said it yourself.
Yeah.
This was a direct quote from you.
Which one of you Uncle Toms is going to get out there and do it?
Yeah, first.
Well,
Because whoever do it, I'm gonna tear your I mean, he said,
He said,
I thought it was,
I'm going to roast you. Yeah, he said that.
yeah, I thought it was AI, but then I saw it too many places. And then I went, damn.
No, that's Snoop for real.
So, man, but,
Hey.
I'm pretty sure he regrets that. Now, let me ask you something, because I don't smoke weed. So let me ask you something. When you do something like that, you smoke weed, do it affect you the same way, or you don't know it's happening to you?
We don't
Like you do something like what?
Nah.
Like you don't know you did it?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know.
Like a whole damn concert? You don't know you did it?
Yeah, like I'm smoking weed, and I'm performing for Donald Trump. I'm my own DJ and everything. I saw the clip.
Yeah.
Is you that high where you don't know you there?
I don't know.
Why are you asking us?
This is hard for me. I'm a Snoop.
Does weed make you think don't nobody see this? I'm just trying to figure out what is the effects of weed have, because I ain't never been high.
You forget.
So just anybody out there that's been high, when you smoking weed and you standing there DJing your damn self, which I've never seen Snoop do, and singing your song.
Okay.
Under the influence of weed, do you not see them white people standing out there?
Stone-faced, poker-faced, all of that.
And I am a Snoop fan, dude.
Oh,
I just...
Yeah, we love
Well, let me ask you
I
this
love
question about
Snoop,
weed.
man.
Does weed make you forget everything you said in 2017?
Yes.
Possibly.
That is possible.
That's possible.
That's possible.
You don't even need weed for that. You can do that on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Just getting old.
I walked in the room and didn't know why I walked in there and had to go back out. But I wasn't smoking weed though.
Exactly.
Does weed? My question today is, what do we do?
We're looking for callers.
I'm just trying to help Snoop because I love Snoop, man. But I'm
So you go to-
We love Snoop. We try
We
Snoop.
love it.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Maybe it's the weed. Rolling down the street.
Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, Donald Trump is already being sued by 18 states. We'll talk about it right after this.
Damn.
It just got there.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's a new year, so why not make it a new you? It's hard to find people who are good at what they do. It's like if you're hiring. How can you find the best people for your roles? ZipRecruiter. If you're hiring for your company, this is a busy time of year for you because you've got new 2025 goals, which means finding the right people to accomplish them. ZipRecruiter is the hiring site employers prefer the most based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry. That's ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry.
Well, guys, a total of 18 state attorney generals have filed federal lawsuits against President Trump after he signed an executive order to end birthright citizenship. The lawsuit was filed yesterday, that's Tuesday, in a Massachusetts federal court and states that the executive order violates the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, which guarantees citizenship to all children born on American soil. The lawsuit seeks to block the order before it can take effect. Trump has been in office 2 days and he's already being sued.
Well, do he care? No.
No.
Is anything going to happen to him? No.
No.
Is he going to do like he want to do? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. That's who y'all voted for.
Yeah, come on. He campaigned
Yeah.
on this. He told y'all that he was going to do this.
Man, bruh.
He said.
Bruh, all those orders he signed for the border, man, quit tripping. He said this. At least he doing what he said he was going to do.
Yeah. Don't you always say that's the mark of a man?
Bruh, he
his
doing
word.
what he said he was going to do.
All I can
18
say is
states,
shout
though.
out to the
This is-
92%. That is
It's not going to change nothing.
It's
You're just
not going
wasting
to
your
change
time.
anything. Yeah. He's there for the next 4 years or however long, depending on what he does while in office. So
How much money and effort are you putting up when you sue somebody like this? How much does all that cost?
for
You
the
mean the
state,
state?
For the state, yeah. Just wasting money.
Oh, it's just some paperwork, dog. They ain't nothing. They not finna sue this man.
So wait, so how can the president...
You're not going to get nothing.
So my question is, how can the president interpret the amendment, the language that's written in the amendment, the way that he wants to interpret? Because if it's in the Constitution, it's in the amendment that the children that are born here are citizens, but you're interpreting it to say, but if they parents were here unlawfully. It doesn't say that.
The same way, Carla, he changed the body of water. The same way he did that.
Of America.
To your point.
Yeah.
To your point, he thinks he can do whatever he wants to do, and he's going to do that. That's it.
Yeah.
He is Donald Trump. How he gonna change the Constitution? He ain't never read it. He don't even know what's in there. Y'all keep talking about he changing it. He ain't read it. He filling out paperwork based on what he wants.
Yeah. What he wants it to
birthright. He don't care nothing about that.
President Trump, you can't do that. It's a birthright. It's in the Constitution.
14th Amendment.
Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. Oh, this is a big one here. Yeah. This is huge. I'm signing this one.
14th Amendment.
Should have been done with Biden.
Oh, it's so classless.
All right, coming up. This is scary. The nephew has been thinking again, and he has some things on his mind. So we'll find out what those are right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, the nephew has something on his mind. Tommy, what is it today?
This is a special report for this is Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam. This is a special report.
Okay.
Pastor, I hate to interrupt this with this special report. It is a mess.
My Lord.
Lord. But here we go, Pastor. This is gonna be a reference. We got I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, MLK called the church hotline and he was furious. He has left up a message. He wants to know who gave the young man the green light to use his speech. He is completely out of line. He said it was a buffoonery approach. And he said he wants this man to not be walking on none of his MLK streets. He don't want him in none of his MLK high schools. And as a matter of fact, he said, don't let him anywhere in the month of February to be speaking on anybody's behalf. And he said Reverend Motown needs to make sure this assignment is carried out in his namesake.
Oh, well, no doubt about it. It will be structured and ruptured in a way. We have already filled out the paperwork down at the Black Preachers Convention where he is no longer a black preacher.
Just like that.
It has been revoked. There's nothing. You're not a black preacher. You're not a preacher anymore or black. You've been kicked out of both groups. You out the preacher group, and now you out the black group. You is right now officially the only people that will accept you, and we've gone around and filled out a petition. We've taken he's no longer black or a preacher.
Black card revoked. Preacher card revoked.
Okay, yeah. He's road manager now for Soulja Boy.
You're ignorant.
Let it rain.
Come on now. Come on. Oh,
he's from Detroit.
He's from Detroit.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't believe he'll ever be allowed to go back to Detroit. That ain't the place to go. And the Lions just lost 2. They're not going to take too much.
The Lions just lost.
The Lions lost, and he spoke what?
He can't go back to Detroit.
That's a bit much. I didn't know he was from Detroit. So he city slickers and the whole 9 yards past him.
Oh, he can't go there no more. He can't buy another shoe out of Slickers. I can tell you that right now.
Not even a shoe.
All right. And how do you How do we handle him for the month of February? We definitely don't want him popping up in that month either, Pat.
Well, in Black History Month, there's special sections of people who have contributed, made contributions to our history.
Yeah.
Coonery is one of them that has made us realize that there's those of us that don't need to be us no more. And he has been put into the coonery, buffoonery whole category. He's the whole category right now.
Coonery, buffoonery category. Okay. All right.
Do we still have jobs?
Coonery, buffoonery, stepping, and fetching.
Coonery, buffoonery,
all of
stepping,
it.
fetching. That's a
Tap
lot of
dancing, coming down the steps with Shirley Temple.
You gotta pick one dance now. That's 4 different dances. Coonery, buffoonery, stepping, and fetching.
Shucking and jiving. Look at that. That's buffoonery, coonery, stepping, fetching, shucking, and jiving.
Good guy.
And the winner is the black dude that was preaching at the Trump inauguration. We don't even know his name.
All right, coming up next, it is the nephew and today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, she's holding a grudge from 30 years ago. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about. We know you do, Tommy.
I don't know why we don't let Tommy do this one.
Hell with him. But right now it is time for the nephew who also holds a grudge. And the prank phone call. Prank phone call for today.
Right. Can you get it out?
No, I cannot.
You say
right now it's time for the nephew.
That's weed. That's weed.
Snoop. I forgot. But right now it is time for the nephew and the prank phone call for today. What you got for us, Neff?
This right here, this is for all the husbands out there, Shirley. That's what this is for. This is HPP. This is Husband Protection Program. Husband Protection Program. Because husbands need to be protected. That's it. Yeah. Husband Protection Program. Cat Dog, if you would.
Good afternoon. This is Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. My name is Josh. I'm with HPP. Giving you a call. You are married to Mr. Sean. Am I correct?
Yes. You're with who now?
I'm with HPP. We actually picked your husband up from his job today. I wanted to give you a call.
Pick him up for what?
Okay, you're his wife, Morgan, right?
Correct.
Okay. Actually, just wanted to make sure that he's okay, and we're worried about his well-being.
Why would he not be okay? What happened?
Well, nothing's happened as of right now. We've had a conversation with him, and we've checked him out. He's definitely okay.
Okay, but why are you picking him up, though? I don't understand why.
All right, just calm down. Hang on a second. I got a couple questions for you. Your husband, he is about, what, 5'9", correct?
Yes.
Right, and you would agree that Sean weighs about 175 pounds. Does that sound about right?
That he weighs? Yes.
Okay. Here's another question. Now, exactly, Morgan, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9" as well.
Okay. And if you don't mind, I know it's a little different type of question, but if you don't mind, how much do you weigh?
I'm like 200. Wait a minute. What is how much I weigh have to do with it? I don't. What is wrong with him, and where is he right now?
We actually have him. We have him in our custody
you
right now.
You have him where?
We have him in our custody right now, here at our headquarters at HPP. So
your headquarters? What is a HPP?
Ma'am, HPP is Husband Protection Program.
Husband protection? I have never heard of such a thing. Why is he there?
Well, the problem we have, and we've been getting some actual complaints or whatnot, and not necessarily from him, but that you've been bullying your husband.
Okay, you know what? I'm at my job, and I'm gonna need you to hold on 1 second so I can go in here. What did you say?
Have you and Sean had any arguments at all lately?
We're married. Have we had arguments? Of course we had arguments. What does that have to do with anything?
Have you guys had any altercations?
Any altercations?
Yes.
What kind of altercations?
Have you been bullying your husband in a physical way?
Have I been bullying him? Bullying him how?
Have you been
talking about bullying him?
For somebody to turn in and give us...
Somebody who? Because if you need to put him on the phone, if it's him, you need to let me talk to him.
I can't put him on. This is what I'm talking about.
What is what you're talking about? You call me at my job, talking about some freaking HPP crap, and somebody turns somebody in for some arguing. We're married. Who do you freaking know who's married and does not argue?
I understand you're mad, but it is my job to protect husbands that are getting bullied by their wife. This is not the example.
Protection from me? He is my husband. What the... Okay, let me speak to him.
I'm not at liberty to let you speak to him right now. What you're not going to do is bully me as well. And I see what...
Nobody's trying to bully you. I want to know what's going on and why you calling me at my job with some crap about him being at some headquarters of HPP. I don't even HPP is, never heard of HPP, and my husband is not even protected from anybody, especially not me.
It is Husband Protection Program. You've been bullying your husband. You've been using bad language with your husband.
I don't want to talk to him. He's my husband. When he said I do, accept whatever she says to me, whenever she says it, and however she says it, and that's what the he gets. And if he has a problem with arguing with me, he needs to stop his crap, and it won't be no arguments. And you tell him that.
You see, this is what we're talking about. This is why he's been picked up today and brought into our custody so that he would be definitely protected from you.
You know what? If he needs some protection and he's in your custody now, you can keep him there. How about that?
Well, here's what we're going to do. Somebody's going to be picking you up, bringing you in so we can have a conversation.
Nobody's picking me up and bringing me nowhere. What do you think this is?
We're bringing you in so we can have a conversation with you. Let me explain something to you, ma'am. We will be bringing you in, having a conversation with you, and trying to analyze.
Going anywhere with you?
You're going to be coming in, and you're going to do exactly what we're telling you to do.
I'm not going anywhere with anybody.
Are you physically or mentally abusing your husband?
You know what? You don't have to pick me up. Tell me where you are. I will come to you. You don't have to pick me up. I will come down there. I will handle you and him at the same time. You tell me where you are.
This is what we're talking about. I'm going to ask you a serious question. Is there some type of consequence if he doesn't listen to you?
Is there a consequence?
I mean, what are you doing? Are you treating your husband like a child? What are you doing to him?
If he's acting like a child, he's going to get treated like a child. If he has a problem with how I treat him, you talk to him about how he acts.
Let me ask you something, Miss Morgan. What do you do for a living?
I am head of security at this building, and they about to call security on me because I'm loud in this room back here.
Oh, so you're head of security. So you know all about putting people in chokeholds and how to apprehend a person, don't you?
That is my job. Yes, I do.
So are you doing that at home?
What? I'm not going to tell you again. I don't harm that man in any way. No way. Have I ever, would I ever, nor has he me. He needs to get his behind in his car and go back to work. We have bills to pay and don't have time for this crap.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening?
You don't have nothing to say to me, but that you about to put my husband on his phone and let me talk to him about this crap.
Sean, sit down. Sit down, Sean.
No, hand him the phone. Let me talk. I need to understand what the heck this is coming.
Sit down, Sean. I got it. Let me finish the conversation with, okay?
No, you don't need to finish it. Let me finish with his. Put him on the phone.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more thing to ask you. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening?
Go ahead.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your husband, Sean.
Hello? You... Forget you.
Morgan, you there?
I don't believe this crap.
Where you at right now, man? I was worried about the people at your job. Where you at?
I'm back here in this closet, sweating like a freaking pig in heat, dripping makeup everywhere. I cannot believe this.
Oh, God, man. Okay, baby, I got to ask you, what is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There you have it. Husband Protection Program. Husband Protection Program.
Like too much, sir.
Hey, it's supposed to be stupid. That's my job. All right? All right. Did I thank Milwaukee for coming out watching me do my job?
Hey, man, before you do that, ask me what I'm thinking, Tommy.
What you thinking, big dog?
Nothing.
Oh, you thinking about something? Yeah, I ain't never heard you. I ain't never seen you think about nothing.
Empty as hell.
An idle mind? Yeah.
I said it before, Memphis, Tennessee. Here I come. It's Graceland, baby. Graceland. Sound stage at Graceland, February the 8th.
in Memphis, Tennessee. The nephew is coming to town. Tickets on sale
Hey,
right
Tommy,
now.
speaking of Memphis, man, I just left Memphis for my father-in-law's 90th birthday when it snowed.
90,
and,
baby. Congrats.
I visited the Civil Rights Museum.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
And wow, man, everybody should go there. It's amazing what they did, man. It's connected to the Lorraine Motel where Dr. King was at. They built a special hall where you could see the room that he was in while you're indoors, and you can walk out on the balcony where he was killed. It's a very eerie feeling, man. They got the same cars that were in the parking lot that day, sitting right there. They really did a fantastic job. They got memorabilia. They got all types of stuff that you can get at the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. Really, really great job what they did there, man.
I would definitely go.
Historical.
All right. Coming up next, today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, she's holding a grudge from 30 years ago. We'll get into it right after this. It's time to talk about life insurance. It's one of those things that everyone should have, and Globe Life makes it easy with no medical exam, just a simple application and coverage options up to $100,000. Get the coverage you need in 2025. Go online at globeliferadio.com or call 1-800-251-5400 to apply in minutes. That's globeliferadio.com or 1-800-251-5400.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, she's holding a grudge from 30 years ago. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 55 years old and I'm divorced. I have 2 grown daughters, and I gave guys a hard time when they tried to date my daughters because I never wanted anyone to disrespect them. I didn't want them to ever be treated like I treated a woman back when I was in my 20s. When I was 24, I dated an older woman that was the manager at a movie theater. She was 6 years older than me, and she had her own place. She let me keep her car, and she gave me money to hang out with my friends. I did not want my friends to know I was sleeping with her because they called her Snaggletooth and other nasty names. She had 2 teeth missing, and she had bad skin, but her body was incredible, and I loved having sex with her. I liked her a lot, but I was embarrassed to tell my friends. So one day I was at her job hugging her after she gave me some money, and 2 of my friends saw it. I acted like she was trying to get me to hug her. I told him there was no way I was messing with her, and I laughed in her face. She put my stuff out of her apartment, and we never spoke again. A couple of years later, I heard she moved away. For years, I've regretted what I did to her, and after 30 years, I ran into her over the holidays, and she was still not happy to see me. I asked her if we could sit down and talk face to face. She said no, but she gave me her phone number. She has changed so much. She's beautiful. Her teeth were perfect, and her skin was glowing. She has not aged. I want to sincerely apologize and get reacquainted with her, but she won't answer my texts or calls. I want to make things right. How do I get through to her? Well, you don't, because guess what? It is called revenge. It's called get back. It's called clap back. It is over for you. You will not get her back. She just wanted to get you at that moment. It's her turn now. She's not carrying a grudge. That's not it. She just hasn't forgotten how you made her feel that day when you clowned her in front of your 2 friends. You told your friends there was no way you were messing with her, and then you laughed in her face. You were doing her and taking money from her, but you laughed in her face. That's hurtful. That's embarrassing. That's humiliating. No one wants to feel that. So this is what you got from her in return. No response to your texts or calls. Why should you want to ever see you again? And this is how she's paying you back. She probably dreamed of this day, or maybe she didn't dream of it. But the fact that she did get the chance all these years later to get you back, she did. And you said she got her 2 front teeth fixed, and she's beautiful now too. We all know the best revenge is looking good, and according to you, she looks good. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go and move on. Steve?
Oh, this is a good one right here. Oh, I like this letter on so many levels, and I'll tell you why. I know where he coming from. And second of all, I know where she coming from. Yes, Lord. Let's go. Hey, at first I thought it was a lady writing the letter, but that quickly went away. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm 55 years old. I'm divorced. I have 2 grown daughters. I gave guys a hard time when they tried to date my daughters, as you should, because I never wanted anyone to disrespect them. I didn't want them to be treated like I treated a woman back when I was in my 20s. Wow. See, that's why fathers are important, because they know the route that other men take, and they can forewarn their daughters about it. Because men know how they all were at one point in time. Even if you've never been abusive towards women, you do know some of the little sly trickery moves that you use to acquire them. Because you have to have some of that in the beginning, or else you're not going to get nobody. It's called game. Every man develops it to a certain degree. Some are way more than others. But everybody has to have some form of it. Back when I was in my 20s, I was 24, I dated an older woman. She was a manager at a movie theater. She was 6 years older than me. She had her own place. Well, you 24, dog. I've been in my own place since I left college. I ain't had no choice, but okay, so I guess that was impressive to you. She had her own place. She let me keep her car, and she gave me money to hang out with my friends. I've never had that. I want to take my hat off to you. Kudos. I ain't never had a sponsor before. I've never had a woman give me money to do a damn thing. Nothing. When I was homeless, I met a girl, and I asked her, she saw my gas tank on empty, and she offered to buy me gas. Now, the way I was raised not to accept things from women, but I needed that gas in that car, so she put that gas in the car. Hallelujah for that woman right there. I would have done anything for her if she'd have gassed it up twice. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. And she gave me money to hang out with my friends. I did not want my friends to know I was sleeping with her, because they called her Snaggletooth and other nasty names. She had 2 teeth missing. Bad skin, but her body was incredible, and I loved having sex with her. You have to have teeth. I can't get past teeth.
We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes.
Everybody on this show got nice ass teeth. That's job requirement.
Thank you, Steve. Coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, she's holding a grudge from 30 years ago. We'll get back into it with Steve's response coming up right after this. It's time to talk about life insurance. It's one of those things that everyone should have, and Globe Life makes it easy with no medical exam, just a simple application and coverage options up to $100,000. Get the coverage you need in 2025. Go online at globeliferadio.com or call 1-800-251-5400 to apply in minutes. That's globeliferadio.com or 1-800-251-5400. All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, she's holding a grudge from 30 years ago.
All right, 55-year-old divorced man, got 2 daughters. He's always been protective of them because he didn't want women to be treated like he treated a woman. Because one time he was 24, he dated this older woman who was 30, who was a manager. They worked at a movie theater together, and she was 30, and she used to give him money to hang out with his friend, let him use a car. But the problem with it was he was ashamed of her, because his friends, he didn't want his friends to know he was sleeping with her, because they called her Snaggletooth and other nasty names. She had 2 teeth missing. She had bad skin, but her body was incredible, and I loved having sex with her. This is where we started drawing the line in this letter where I can't relate to this, because I'm not going to be able to. get to this incredible body you got, because if you ain't got no teeth, I don't really give a damn what your skin look like. you can have dove soft skin, you can have baby ass bottom skin if you want to, but you're going to need them teeth though, because it's just, I'm not going to be able to talk to you and you ain't got no damn teeth. I don't give a damn if your face is smooth as a baby ass. If you ain't got no damn teeth and you're an adult, it's hard for me to talk to my grandkids when their teeth is missing. I be shutting my eyes when I talk to them sometimes. So you know good and hell well I'm not going to be able to talk to no grown-ass woman. 2 teeth missing, I don't give a damn where they missing at either. They can be the corner teeth missing. It be one in the middle and one on the bottom. I don't give a damn. If I can see the space.
Yeah.
You can have your wisdom teeth missing and I'd still kick it with you. But you can't have none of them visible. Like when you smile, I can't see through there. I can't see tongue, jaw, all that. See, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Anyway, I liked her a lot, but I was embarrassed to tell my friends. So one day I was at her job hugging her after she gave me some money. 2 of my friends saw it. I act like she was trying to hug me. Get off me, what you doing? That's what he did. He act like she was, girl, what you hugging me for? I told them there was no way I was messing with her, and I laughed in her face. She put my stuff out her apartment, and we never spoke again. Well, bro, as she should.
No. Yeah, no.
You laughing in her face, but you sleeping with her, telling your friend, trying to act like she was hugging you. You was hugging her because she was taking care of your little broke ass. Now all of a sudden she ain't nothing. But once again, I don't even know how I got to that because she ain't got no teeth. I'm not. You ain't gonna have to. You're not gonna be able to loan me no money because I can't talk to you. Now, how the hell you gonna loan me money and I can't ask for it? See, that's I'm back on them teeth missing with that bad ass skin. I give damn the skin. I don't care nothing about no bad ass skin. They got foundation. They can fix all that right there. It's when you ain't got no damn teeth in your head. And so she put my stuff out her apartment. We never spoke again. A couple years later, I heard she moved away. For years, I regretted what I did. After 30 years, I ran into her over the holidays, and she was still not happy to see me. Bruh, now Shirley said she wasn't holding a grudge. She was just remembering. Oh, no. It's a grudge, though. You can believe that. Full blown, I can't stand you, bump you, miss me, kiss my, all that. Sugar honey iced tea, F you, don't miss me, find something else to do. I hope you die. A whole lot going through her head. I asked her if we could sit and talk face to face. Now, right here, now listen to me. This part of the letter, I don't have all the information yet, but when you said I asked if we could sit and talk face to face, now I'm back 30 years ago. You didn't have no teeth then, which is why we never could have dated, because I can't sit with you face to face and you ain't got no teeth in your head. But you asked her to sit down and talk face to face. She said no, but she gave me her phone number. She has changed so much. Oh my God, she's beautiful. Her teeth were perfect and her skin was glowing. She has not aged. I want to sincerely apologize and get reacquainted with her, but she won't answer my texts or calls. I want to make things right. How do I get through to her? You ain't. You out, dog. You out, because she remembered the hurt you put on her. She out. She fine now. Oh, she fine. She done got the teeth put up in her head. She done got that skin fixed. Huh?
Why she give him the number, though?
Revenge.
To tell him no.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get... First of all, can we sit face to face and talk? No. Here's my number, though. Call me so I can ignore your damn text. I'm going to hurt your ass every chance I get. Dog, women specialize in this.
We in the crushing business.
But see, bro, let me tell you what you did was. When you laughed at her in her face.
Yeah.
And told your friends there was no, and you laughed in her face, your laughter was her motivation. The whole town's laughing at me. Now, boy, you see her, she fine. Dog, you can wipe this off your slate. You're not getting back with her. You just want to tap it again. And this time you want to tap the fine girl. Well, the fine girl ain't letting you tap it. She done moved on. She got somebody. She getting taken care of real good. Somebody treating her like you should have. And it's good for your monkey ass. I'm glad she ain't giving you the time of day. Nah.
Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram.
Got some teeth now, though.
At Steve Harvey FM, and check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Now, coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You lost a perfectly good snagger-tooth woman.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Did you know you can now buy a Hyundai on Amazon? The same place where you order yoga mats, a toothbrush, and pretty much everything else. All from the comfort of your home. Just locate a nearby dealer, pick your color, your options, check the price, and with a few dotting of some I's and crossing some T's, voila, your Hyundai is ready for pickup.
It's that easy. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for more details. Limited availability, pickup through participating Hyundai dealers in select markets.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Hey, can we pray for tight end Mark Andrews for the Baltimore Ravens? They want him out the city now. They want him out.
What?
Now. Yeah, man. They don't even want him to make his roster bonus. He'll get $4 million if he can make it to March 4th. He'll get $4 million just to make the team. $4 million if you make the team by March 4th. They don't want him to make it. They want him cut now. They want him out.
That was a bad pass to miss,
man.
Right now.
He need to watch The Wire. They don't play it.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you're wide open.
Yeah, wide open, man. He had it, man. But they want him out. But also look at this. Does this make Lamar Jackson like? Is this going to be a problem for him? Would it be a stain on his legacy if he don't get a Super Bowl ring?
He's unhappy right now. I saw the clip where he say, "I'm tired of this sugar honey iced tea."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping passes in the NFL. This is very simple. If you're a receiver, you're paid to receive the ball when it's thrown to you. If you can't receive the pass that has been passed to you, why is we paying your ass?
It's very simple.
If you can't catch the ball, bro, play defense. But we need you to, bro.
Yeah.
If you cannot catch at all, the one position that doesn't require you to catch at all is an offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the defense, we need you to catch the ball. But the offensive lineman, we don't need your ass to touch this ball today unless you diving on a fumble.
That's it. Well, also, man, Tommy, man, your boy, man, up for a head coaching job, man. You see AG?
Come on,
AG got
AG.
an interview with the Jets.
Let's do it.
Interview with the Saints coming up. Aaron
Glenn is the defensive coordinator for Detroit. He's been up for a couple years now.
Come on, brother.
Matter of fact, Steve, he played golf with us in Bakersfield back in the day, remember?
That dude that hit that long ball?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Ooh, you fucking ass.
That's what you remember.
That's how you remember?
Ass whooping. Aaron Glenn, yeah, because he was strong.
And then also the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator is now the new head coach of the Chicago Bears. He took the job, Ben Johnson. He took the head coach job. Now, speaking of Chicago, did y'all hear where your boy, man, Caleb Williams is kind of jealous about Jaden Daniels' success with the Washington Commanders? He said, if I was drafted in his situation, I'd be in the NFC Championship game, too, if I had the same situation.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Shut up. No, you wouldn't. You paint your fingernails.
Hating on that man.
No.
Let him have his shine, man.
That man got talent.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Right,
no, nobody in D.C. wants you over there. So you stay your ass right there and take that damn fingernail polish off
Coming
and look like a quarterback.
A lady needs your advice, Steve, on how to get her money back from her boyfriend. Thank you, Junior. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, Brent on Facebook needs your advice. He says, I've been crushing on this girl from work for like the last 3 years, and she would never really give me the time of day. She was nice to me, but always brushed off my advances and refused multiple invitations to go out. A few months ago, I started dating another woman, and now, all of a sudden, my crush is taking an interest in me. She knows that I'm dating someone else, so I don't know if she's just playing with me or if she is genuinely interested. My current girlfriend and I are still in the getting to know each other phase, so ending it wouldn't be that difficult. Am I being a fool? Is my crush playing with me? What?
Hey, dog. What you talking about ending it for?
What? Yeah.
Y'all in the get to know each other phase. Well, let's get to know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But let's get to know everybody. See, she playing around till she sees somebody else want you.
Ah.
See that all hard to get. Okay, come on now, let's go see.
3 years?
So breaking up with her wouldn't be hard to do. What is you breaking up with her for? Dog, you might have a gold mine with you, but you need to go see about this other one though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, what you doing that for? You go out with both of them, see where you at. Mm-hmm. Women do it all the time. I ain't telling you nothing women don't do. And they know it.
So how should he approach her? What should he?
Oh, okay. Well, let's go on out. Let's get to know each other. Just take it slow. Take it slow.
You still dating the other? You still in a relationship?
Yeah.
You still dating her?
You doing both of them?
We date. Yeah.
You don't end nothing. You don't never end nothing.
What end it for? You see how I do my career? I don't cancel shows.
So wait a minute. So let me. You said something here. If she asked him if he's dating the other girl, you said to tell her, yeah.
He said she know I'm dating this other woman. Now all of a sudden she interested.
Right.
Well,
so
since you know that and you interested, let's go and go out. Because me and this girl, he said, is in the getting there, know each other stage.
He must really like the girl at work though, because he's willing to.
Hell yeah.
He's willing to break up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's why I had to go see what this is.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully write us back and let us know what happens. Are you going to be dating two, or are you going to dump her for real?
Oh, he going to lose both of them.
He doesn't know how to play it. What?
Yeah.
What?
I believe you. I believe you.
Why do you say that?
He don't know what he's doing because he done wrote in, so he already don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he wrote us. Yeah.
And your first time playing two, you're going to lose.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got another one. Come
okay.
on, Shirley, what you got?
There's another one, yeah. This one's from Chandra, Steve, on Steve Harvey FM. Chandra says, I was talking to my parents about their financial situation. They're getting older and have been working less, and we decided that I would buy their house from them and let them live there until they pass or move into assisted living. I make enough to do this, and buying their house would be a good investment. All of my siblings are on board except for our oldest sister, who thinks I'm trying to take over my parents' lives. I think she's worried because over the years she's moved back into our parents' house twice when she fell on hard times. I told her I wouldn't object to that if that happened, and that only made her even more mad. I don't know how to handle this, and I don't want to alienate my sister, but I'm going through with buying the house. Any advice on how to deal with her?
No, just go and buy the house. Your sister ain't got the money for the house because she keep falling on hard times.
Yeah,
and you done told her that if she fall on hard times, you ain't gonna have no problem with her living there. She mad though. She don't want you to have that power. It's a good investment. Buy the house. Take the pressure off your mom and daddy.
Period. Okay.
Yeah, but you sound like you gonna put the ass in assisted living anyway, though. That's how you sound to me.
Wow.
All right.
Because she
all right, we'll have more
until they pass or they go to assisted living. Now, which one you think? She gonna let one of them here and get here. I'm gonna tell you that.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. So, guys, I don't know if you've heard, but seniors are getting it in. They're having more sex, okay?
Good.
This is according to new research that found a huge spike in the number of sexually transmitted infections over the past 10 years. A new study, which will be presented at a medical convention in Spain next month, shows that STIs among people over the age of 55 have doubled compared to a decade ago. The study blames the spike. Yeah, doubled. A study blames the spike on rising divorce rates, less condom use, the availability of drugs like Viagra, and more older adults living together in retirement communities, and also an increased use in dating apps. So there you have it. STIs rising among the older generation. Yeah. 55 and older.
You can make all them noises you want to. They ain't changing. They ain't changing nothing.
But they won't use condoms, though?
Why not?
Put the condom on, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's the easiest one.
Well,
If
why
you
not
already
practice?
ain't got long left, you gonna shorten that?
With an STI?
Come on, man.
I'll be damned. Now you done got old and dumb. You spent all this time trying to get here. Now you here. Now you gonna cut it short. I don't need no condom. Okay.
You 60 down at the clinic. What you look like?
You the oldest person down there.
That's true.
Come on, Papa.
What's wrong, sir? Woo, Lord, I'm burning.
Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour. That was startling news. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's a new year, so why not make it a new you? It's hard to find people who are good at what they do. It's like if you're hiring. How can you find the best people for your roles? ZipRecruiter. If you're hiring for your company, this is a busy time of year for you because you've got new 2025 goals, which means finding the right people to accomplish them. ZipRecruiter is the hiring site employers prefer the most based on G2. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry. That's ZipRecruiter.com/strawberry. It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather go a month without your phone, or would you rather go a month without your car? Which one?
Oh, keep this phone. I got to have this
Yeah,
car.
I think I need that car, man.
I need that car way more.
Get a service.
Well, that's...
Get an Uber. And
Okay, well...
Yeah.
Look at Steve.
You know how you are about
What'd
your
you say,
phone.
Steve? Oh, what?
He can't. No, he
Yeah.
No, you can't. He can't.
I ain't never been in Uber, man. I don't even know what that is. I'm just talking about-
No.
Yeah. I'm
All
gonna
right.
give up the car.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you could take
Keep
a
your
plane.
phone. You don't drive now. You don't even drive now.
He
Yeah.
called
I know
anybody.
that way. I ride with anybody. Hell, I ain't drove a car. Been a minute.
All right. Would you rather none of your friends like your spouse, or none of your spouse's friends like you?
B. That's happening.
We said, would you rather? Is this what you're going through?
Yeah,
That's what you-
that's
what you-
They already don't like me. I already know.
They don't like you.
I'm living B right now.
Junior, you're one of the nicest guys ever. What do you mean they
Yeah,
don't like you?
well, not them. Not to them.
Not to them.
Alrighty. Yeah.
No, they don't really
like
know
you,
you.
Junior?
They don't really
Man,
know
I
you.
so love telling the truth. I feel so much better getting that off my chest. Whew, man.
Would you rather? It's therapeutic.
You're going
Man,
through.
I'm so glad you asked me that one.
All the way through. I'll take
What are
B.
you going through?
Tommy said
Steve?
B.
Yeah. I don't want nothing. I don't want no problem with my wife. Nothing.
Steve, which
No,
one?
I'd rather my friends not like my wife, because keep it to your damn self like you got to do anyway. And I'm fine. I don't want her friends not liking me, though, because then that's a real problem, because they're going to be discussing it. You're going to have extra problems in your house for that one.
All right. Would you rather always feel like you have to sneeze, or would you rather always feel like you need to pee?
I always feel like I gotta pee now.
Yeah, I'm beating now. I'm beating now. Bladder going out.
You get our age, it's time again. It's time again.
How old did you just went?
It's time again.
Yeah, I enjoy peeing, so I...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on.
I'm
Would you
talking about when you
rather?
in there and your knees buckle, that's a good one.
Would you rather you and your spouse be very passionate but argue all the time, or would you rather you and your spouse have not any passion, have no passion, but you get along perfectly? Which one? Passion, but you argue.
Yeah, I'm arguing with that passion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should not answer this question. I should not.
If we ain't having no passion, I don't know how the hell we gonna get along no way. So
Right.
Yeah. Good point. That part.
All right.
What, Junior?
I don't need to answer the question, Tommy.
you really don't.
Coming up, thank you guys. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Did you know you can now buy a Hyundai on Amazon? The same place where you order yoga mats, a toothbrush, and pretty much everything else. All from the comfort of your home. Just locate a nearby dealer, pick your color, your options, check the price, and with a few dotting of some I's and crossing some T's, voila, your Hyundai is ready for pickup.
It's that easy. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for more details. Limited availability. Pickup through participating Hyundai dealers in select markets.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day. Woo, on this Wednesday hump day. It's been a good day, huh? We had fun.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely.
As always.
Hey, here's my closing remarks. You know, this morning I was talking about I kind of been in a little bit of a bad place mentally. And it took me a minute to come out of it, but you know, I'm human, right? So, you know, things happen, you know, as motivational as I try to be, I find myself requiring motivation too. Because sometimes as a human being, I get caught up in something negative that's going on or a situation that's going on, and I harp too long on the negativity, which only makes it bigger. And so I was saying this morning, and what I'm saying in my closing remarks is, it happens to all of us where we run into a situation that seems a bit daunting, and we start focusing on the situation, and the big situation becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And what I've discovered is, and what I already know is, but I had to remind myself again yesterday, is that when you are faced with a lot of negativity and it seems to be overwhelming and it's a bit overbearing for you at the time, what you have to do is you have to replace those thoughts. You have to replace the negative with the positive. Now, is that easy to do? Of course not. But it's how it works, and it does not work any other way. But you cannot fix a negative situation with more negativity. You cannot come out of darkness unless you provide light. You know, if you're in a bad mood, a dark place in your mind, do you know, this is the example I used. If you're in a cave or a pitch black room, let's say you're in a pitch black room, all the lights is out. There's no electricity. Lights have been cut off. You're in a dark place. You got blinders on, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a black room. If you find any form of light, that light becomes the focal point. I don't care if you got a birthday candle. If you hold up a birthday candle in a completely dark room, that birthday candle becomes the light. If you can find a flashlight, a pen flashlight, that becomes the focal point in the room. If you can turn on the gas stove and it produces a little bit of light from the flicker of the flame, that becomes the focal point. What I'm saying to you is, when you find yourself in a dark place, get yourself some light, and that becomes the focal point. You cannot get rid of a negative situation with more negativity. You can't come out of darkness without light. You can't replace a negative situation unless you introduce a positive. Now, is that hard to do as human beings? Yeah, Steve, but it just kept happening. I got it. But it kept happening because you did not use the tools available to you. The Bible says a man is as he thinketh. Y'all, your mental capacity is really, really incredible. And why is that? Because we were made in the image of God. And God showed us in the beginning how he really is. You know, if you read your Bible, somewhere in the Bible it says, and I'm not an expert at this, right? But I'm just using these examples as I see it. In the Bible, when God created heaven and earth, in the beginning, he said, let there be light. Now that's very telling because he said, let there be light. He didn't just wave his hand and it lit up. He said, let there be light. And then there was light. But it became light after he said it. And if we're created in the image of God, he's showing us through demonstration, let there be light. When the crippled man found him, he said, stand up and walk. And the crippled man stood up and walked. He said, he told Moses to stick that staff over and part the Red Sea. He told him what to do. He didn't hope he figured it out. He said it. Look, y'all, if we're created in the image of God, what we say is important. It really is important. Stop beating yourself up with negativity. Change the way you think. Change what you say. Watch the words that come out your mouth. It's critical, man. It's absolutely critical. If you look at a person, and all of us know people who are not in a good space and haven't been in a good space for a number of years. All of us know people like that. But if you really look at them and you look how they think and how they talk, don't it explain it all? You ever met a person that ain't ever happy? They something always wrong. You hate to see them coming. When you listen to them, don't it explain why they are what they are? You ever seen a person ain't ever in a relationship? Have you ever listened to the way they talk? Don't it explain, if you listen carefully, why they are the way they are? Be careful, y'all. Watch what comes out your mouth. Concentrate on what comes out your mouth. Focus on the words you speak, because what you speak will be what you are. You are the greatest remote control in the world. Whatever you press select, that's what appears on your screen in front of you. Put that in your thought process this year. Have a great 2025. That's Steve Harvey Morning Show. Y'all have a good one. Talk to God today, y'all. He'd absolutely love to hear from you. Peace.